Okay, so AI can write pretty much anything in seconds, right? An essay, a marketing plan, heck, it could have written this script. It's getting so good, it's kind of scary. But there's one skill, one human skill, that's still our secret weapon.
But here's the thing. If AI can pump out all this perfect content, why does most of it feel so empty? You know the feeling. You're scrolling, you're seeing post after post, and it's all technically flawless, but it just leaves you cold. You feel nothing. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And there's a really good reason for it. I mean, we are just drowning in content. Our feeds are just this endless waterfall of articles, posts, updates. It never stops. And a lot of it is like perfectly optimized. It's built for clicks, it's tweaked for search engines, it's designed to hit all the right metrics. It literally checks all the boxes.
But it's missing a soul, right? It's missing that one thing that we as humans are just wired to crave. And that's where our biggest opportunity is.
So here's the big idea. Here's the shift in thinking. AI, it's an information engine. It crunches data. But us, humans, we are wired for connection. And how do we build trust and create real meaning? Through stories.
And hey, this isn't just some fluffy, feel-good idea. This is actual science. Research out of Stanford shows that our brains are literally built for narrative. A story isn't just window dressing. It is the single most effective way to get a message to stick.
Just think about that for a second. 22 times. In a world where we're swimming in information, being memorable is everything. That's the power of a really good story. Okay, so if storytelling is our superpower, how do we actually do it? Especially when we're up against this massive flood of AI content. Well, it all boils down to a few core principles that are uniquely human.
Let's break it down. Think of this as your personal storytelling toolkit. We're going to go through 4 steps that an AI just can't copy because they come from what makes us, well, us. All right, step 1. Emotion over information. An AI can describe what sadness is, but it can't feel it. It's never struggled, never failed spectacularly, never fallen head over heels in love. It's never had that lightning bolt of a crazy idea hit at 3 a.m. That lived experience is where real emotional depth comes from. Basically, this all comes down to emotional intelligence. An AI can mimic it, sure, but it can't actually have it. It doesn't get the why behind our feelings. And that's our edge. That's our advantage. Number 2, share your relatable mess. Look, AI is great at creating these perfect, flawless scenarios. But what actually builds trust? Authenticity. Your struggles, your awkward moments, the messy parts of your journey. That's what people actually connect with. It's the difference between a generic story about a successful project and that one time you completely bombed a presentation and learned something huge from it. One is just data. The other is a real, raw story that only you can tell. And that rawness, that's what makes it stick. Okay, number 3, show, don't tell. I know this one's a classic, but it is more important now than ever. When you just tell someone something, they're just sitting back and listening. But when you show them, you invite them into an experience. You fire up their imagination. So instead of saying the team was demotivated, which is just a fact, what if you describe the scene? Someone in the back of the room just quietly said, "What's the point? We've tried everything." See? Suddenly, you can feel the heavy energy in that room. You're in the story, not just hearing about it. And finally, number 4. This one is a total game changer. So often, we try to make ourselves or our brand the hero of the story. But the best storytellers, they do the complete opposite. Here it is. Your audience is the hero. They are the one on the journey. Your job, you're the mentor. You're the guide who hands them the map or the tool or that one piece of advice they need to win their own battle. When you do that, you empower them, and that's how you build real, lasting loyalty. So let's wrap this up. In the age of AI, yeah, anyone can generate content. The floodgates are open, and we're all just trying to stay afloat in an ocean of information. But only storytellers create connection. Remember that. Information doesn't make people feel something, connection does. And that will always, always be a human skill, built one story at a time. So I'll leave you with this one question. Your experiences, your failures, your unique way of seeing the world, that's your superpower. So what's one story, big or small, that only you can share today?